I tried using Giratina and Gallade together in Pokemon Pocket, and this is probably one of my favorite decks that I've made so far because of how versatile it can be. If y'all are new here, make sure y'all are subscribed if you want to see more Pokemon Pocket content, as I do keep on trying out more decks like this. And with that out of the way, let's hop right into this deck showcase. First of all, you guys probably already know what Giratina EX does. It is a 150 HP card, and it has a 4 energy attack, chaotic impact, which does 130 damage, but also does 20 damage to itself. But the real reason Giratina is so popular is because it has an ability that lets you attach a psychic energy to it, but then this will end its turn. And since you need 3 psychic energy to attack with Giratina, normally you have to pop the ability 3 times, and then on your 4th turn you can attack. I'm running Gallade EX with Giratina EX because it is a cheap card that is only going to be 2 energy to attack, so you can set up a Gallade EX in the back while you're also setting up a Giratina EX. And honestly, a lot of times I will use the Giratina to tank because you can retreat out with it and then come in with the Gallade when you're ready to hit harder. Again, Gallade EX's attack is Energized Blade, which does 70 damage plus 20 for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon, so this will counter a lot of the popular picks right now that attach 3 or even 4 energy to them to go for an attack. You've probably seen a lot of people pair Giratina with other cards. The reason I picked Gallade specifically though is because we have one extra option. We don't have to just use Gallade, we can also use Gardevoir with this deck. Now Gardevoir is a card who has the ability Psy Shadow, which is going to attach a psychic energy to your active Pokemon. Now, this is really nice because if you have Gardevoir set up, it lets you attack a turn earlier with the Giratina, and this also means as you're setting up your Ralts into a Kirlia in the bench on the back, you can decide if you want to go for a Gallade or a Gardevoir based on what you need more. Like, there's some games where I'll be like, maybe I just want to hit harder earlier with Giratina and just win, and then there's other games where I'm like, maybe I don't want to go with the Gardevoir, instead I'm just going to go with the Gallade and just go ahead and sack the Giratina or let it keep tanking up the damage. Honestly, being able to switch between both Gallade and Gardevoir to pair with Giratina is a very powerful way to play, and that's the reason I like this deck so much, is because it gives you different options based on what your opponent is playing against. I'm also running Giant Cape in this deck because Giratina EX is only 150 HP, and especially if you attack, you're down to 130 HP, and so having that Giant Cape for the extra help is going to be super nice. It's also great for Gallade EX because Gallade is already a beefy 170 HP, and with a cape, you can get it up to 190 HP, so I definitely recommend running Giant Cape in this deck. I'm also running one Pokemon Center Lady for some extra heals because sometimes you do just need additional heals, but for the most part, you kind of just want Giratina to soak up your early damage. That is the main strat behind this deck. And then whenever you're ready to go in and attack, you can switch to Gallade, or maybe sometimes you just want to stay in with Giratina and go for the hits. But either way, you might need a little healing sometimes, and so Pokemon Center Lady can be nice for this. I'm also running 2 reds in this deck. Red is going to let you do plus 20 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon if this is an EX. I'm telling you right now, this really helps you secure a lot of kills. Giratina only does 130 damage, and so with red, you could be doing 150 to potentially other Giratina EXs or Darkrai EXs or just other cards that are 150 HP or lower. And then with Gallade, it's also super nice because sometimes they're still ramping up their energy and they don't have the maximum amount of energy yet to attack. And so you can basically one-shot them a turn earlier if you have red. So red is definitely a necessity for this deck. To help me pull all my cards a bit easier, I'm also running Pokeball, Professor's Research, and Pokemon Communications. Here's the full deck list. Personally, I'm only running one Gardevoir in this deck so that I could put in the Pokemon Center Lady because I think Gardevoir is a lot more situational and you will not be using it as often as you will the Gallade. But if you want to try a second Gardevoir, you could possibly take out the Pokemon Center Lady and try putting it in there instead, or maybe take out one of the Giant Capes. Let me know down in the comments how this deck ends up working out for you guys, and with this deck showcase out of the way, let's hop right into the battles. Okay, we're going against a Psychic type Giratina, so honestly, not our best matchup, especially since we're going first. I think there's a very good chance that we are going to end up having to just set up the Gallade instead. We get a second Kirlia. I better get a Ralts now. Okay, thank God. And then we will go ahead and play our ability there. I think there is one way we could win this if we want to stick with Giratina. And that is if we get a Gardevoir. Although now that he played Cape, maybe not. Yeah, honestly, I don't think it's worth it for us to put the Cape. Actually, we got Gardevoir. So let me think about this. I don't know. This is a tough decision to make. I'll decide based on what he does next turn. Because I have the decision now. I could set up my Giratina faster, but then I don't think it's going to live for very long. I've thought about it. I'm going to go into my Gallade here, And instead, I'm just going to play my ability. Because I'm not going to die, even if he has red. I will not die, so it's fine. I can actually get in an attack next turn. And then I'll be ready to revenge kill with Gallade. I think that's a safer bet. Like, maybe I could have set up on the Giratina, but much safer bet to just set up my Gallade and have it ready to go. And this guy can start attaching energy to the Giratina in the back, but... Oh, this guy's getting freaky on me. He played Sabrina, okay. In that case, I'm really glad I did not go with a Gardevoir. That would have been a bad play by me. Actually, maybe not, but still. Okay, that's going to do a decent amount to us, but we do have red. Yeah, so I don't even need red. I just do 150 to him. So, yeah, this guy can't attack us yet. I'm just going to go in for the big hit. And yeah, that Giratina EX in the back is not prepared to attack. I think for the memes... Yeah, I'll just stay in this turn. I'll play my red. Actually, no, I'll make him kill himself. Because, yeah, he's going to be down to 20 HP. My guy whips out the Mewtwo. Oh my god. He's trying to make it work. Rocky helmet as well. You better not have Dawn. He's gonna have Dawn. This guy already retreated. What is he doing, bruh? Why is he playing Leaf? Oh, nah. We're actually trolling now. Okay, anyways, I'm actually going to retreat into my Giratina here because it does more damage. And also, I could just kill it with red. GG, we managed to win against our Giratina mirror matchup. But that's because we also brought Gallade. Alright, go ahead and research here. We have Kirlia and Giratina and Gallade. Oh my goodness, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and play this Giratina in the back. And pop my ability. However, since I'm going first, I'm probably gonna just go straight into the Gallade, I'll be honest with you. I don't think there's a reason for me not to. Okay, my guy's getting some unlucky pulls with his cards. Only has the Manaphy so far. There's the Articuno. I knew something ratty was coming up. And we get another Pokeball. I'm gonna communication this Giratina. See what I get. Because I'll be honest with you. Gallade would be an easy win, but it would be funnier. I was about to say it'd be funnier if I could get up a Gardevoir right now. I'll go ahead and set that up. You never know. I might pull one off. Alright. Gallade comes in for a 90 damage hit. Most likely, he's going to sack the other Manaphy now. I don't know. Actually, probably not. He probably just goes straight into the Articuno and hits the Blizzard. With that being said, he does not know that I have red. So, I have already won this game. A Mew as well. Interesting. Team... Oh, actually, maybe I did not lose. Maybe I did not win. Okay, never mind. He flip tails. I was about to say. Dude, Team Rocket Grunt always has me on the edge of my seat, bro. I hate playing against the Team Rocket Grunt. Alright, anyways. We are just gonna play red and win. GG. He conceded. I don't even get to take him out. Alright, this is a very good early research. I need something crazy here. Gardevoir and another Giratina. It's looking pretty good, but now I need a Kirlia or a communication. I'll be honest with you. Alright, my guy's gonna get the Moltres set up. And he's gonna leaf out. Okay. That's not very ideal, but it might be fine. We'll see. We might be able to make it work. With that being said, based on which Charizard this guy's running, if he's running the OG Charizard, then Giratina is probably better, but if he's running the new one, then Gallade is definitely better against it. Alright, he only got 1 heads. That's good. Alright, communication. I really need a Kirlia here. Please give me a Kirlia. That's a Ralts. Unlucky. Alright, well. That is what I like to call a certified tragedy. If I had a Kirlia, I would be attacking this next turn with Giratina, but it is what it is. The game doesn't like me enough to give me a full setup. Oh, my guy is playing Dawn. He's attacking? What is this, bro? I did not expect this outcome. I actually might be cooked now. Alright, Kirlia comes in. Definitely a little bit too late. But it's fine. I'm anticipating a red from this guy. I know for a fact you're gonna have red. You're gonna kill my Giratina. Lazy. Bro. If I lose my Gallade now, I'm gonna be so upset. Okay. We're good. It's okay. Actually, that's probably a better hand, because now I have Cape also. So I'm actually just going to... Yeah, I lost my red. That's the only thing that's bad about this hand. I think it's better for me to keep the Giratina alive, because I'm gonna kill myself with the damage. Actually, no, I can cape 5 million IQ. I'm caping my Giratina to make sure I don't kill myself from the damage. And now I can hit him with Chaotic Impact. Because see, I was afraid I was going to kill myself and he was going to get a free hit on my Gallade either way. But the cape is going to end up saving us. And so now we should be good. Even if he does get all his evolution cards perfectly here, I think we're just going to win. My guy is going to retreat into the Charmander. Ain't no way this is real. And he's going to throw out a Rocky Helmet. My brother in Christ, your Charmander... Why would he not just... He should have just gone into the other Moltres and started setting up energy. Why would he not do that? I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know what's going on in this guy's brain right now. Anyways, I'm going to kill this Charmander. It was nice knowing you. And I get a cape, and I get a red. Yeah, you are definitely cooked, buddy. At this point, I'm only not playing the Giratina in case I need to communication it for a Kirlia. Now, I'll be honest, if my guy has Sabrina, I'm cooked. So, I actually probably should have played the Giratina. I didn't think about that. If I was locked in, I would have played the Giratina. But nobody uses Sabrina these days anyways. Everyone is always Cyrus. Cyrus this, Cyrus that. Shuffle my hand again, buddy. Sure, I guess you can get rid of my... My guy gave me 2 reds instead. That's arguably worse. Bro really wants to pull that Charmeleon and he's just not getting it. Well, red is not going to kill this guy, so... Now I'm going to play my Giratina. Just in case this guy has Sabrina. I don't think he does, but we'll play it just to be extra safe. And then I'm going to Pokemon Center Lady for a little extra health. Yeah, my guy just rage quit off of that turn. Crazy. Alright, GG. Play Pokeball first. See if we could Giratina. We do. Ooh, and we get a Gardevoir. Okay. I see the vision. We'll go ahead and cape this thing in the back. And then we will pop our ability. My guy's running a fire deck with Giratina. Interesting. I will let him cook. I don't know how I feel about this. Alright, we got Kirlia, so I'm going to retreat out. And I'm going to go ahead and evolve into Kirlia. We'll play our research as well, because why not? This is where the tech comes out. This guy thinks that we can't attack yet. But even though we're running fighting type energy, joke's on you. I actually have Gardevoir in this deck also. And now I can attack a turn earlier. And his Giratina is not even ready to revenge kill us. Not only that, but we also have red to potentially one-shot that Giratina next turn. And yep, this guy just popped ability, which means we are going to get an easy win. We play red and just one-shot him. That's going to be all for this video. Let me know down in the comments if you end up trying this deck, because this is probably one of my favorite decks that I've made so far. Not only that, but this is also the deck that helped me get out of Great Ball and into Ultra Ball. I've been stuck in Great Ball for a while, but using this deck helped me actually hit Ultra Ball. So let me know down in the comments if you did end up using this deck, because hopefully you guys can get some easy wins with it too. If y'all made it this far, make sure y'all are subscribed if you want to see more Pokemon Pocket content here on the channel. And with all that out of the way, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.